session 5 of temptation, and we've seen how Jesus withstood the temptations put to him by Satan, and he remained obedient to God. A reminder to us that Jesus was fully human. He'd emptied himself of all his powers as God. He was filled with the Holy Spirit, and completely filled because he was without sin, and so the Spirit could work freely through him. But the importance of this for us is that Jesus, fully human, filled with the Holy Spirit, was able to stand against temptation. So can we, if we are filled with the Spirit. Hebrews 4:15, Paul's talking about Jesus as our great high priest, that is, the one who intercedes for us with God. And he says this about Jesus: "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathise with our weakness, but we have one who's been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin." This is the assurance that Jesus is for us. He's been through it all, and he's shown that it is possible to be obedient to God. 1 Corinthians 10:13, Paul says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to us all, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." So as human being, Jesus was tempted in every way that we are, and he showed it is possible not to fall for temptation. And Paul's encouraging us to withstand because God is there watching over us, showing us the way out. In other words, there really is no such thing as the irresistible temptation. How we go about resisting is addressed by Jesus. When he was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, he said to his disciples, he said, "Pray that you do not fall into temptation." Now, he was going through a great time of trial, but so were the disciples. They were tired, and they just heard this terrible news from Jesus. And so they were weary. In fact, it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And Jesus is saying, pray. That's your answer, pray. It's a time for them when things could easily have gone wrong. They could easily have made really bad decisions. They needed God's strength, and prayer was the way that they would receive that. In the story of Nehemiah, where they were rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, there were enemies who were trying to stop them. And so Nehemiah had people, soldiers, guarding the walls, ready to fight if the enemy attacked. But he also said to the workers, "Keep your dagger by your side." And this is a picture. Go about your daily work, but be prepared that you may need to fight at any time. And the preparation we have is our relationship with Jesus, which we have through prayer. We also need to remember that we're reminded in the Lord's Prayer to pray, "Lead us not into temptation, but save us from the evil one." Prayer and our connection with God is the most powerful weapon we have in resisting temptation.
You're the strength.